everybody, this is Mark the Game Shark here with another video response video. And this is going to be in response to Grubgun's Justify Your Collection video. And in his video, he pretty much talked about, like, how the gaming community, like, people don't really, like, tell why they collect the way they collect. Now, I know, like, people collect for different systems. Like, not everyone collects for every single system. Some people like Nintendo, some like Sega, PlayStation, Xbox, and so on and so forth. Some don't like, or some like pre-NES, some don't like pre-NES. So it's all, everyone's has their different tastes and what they like. I mean, for me, I like to collect for pretty much everything. I mean, there are some consoles I don't own, or have any intention of collecting for. Just because the rarity and price of some consoles, especially some of the really obscure ones. Now, for me, my justification is pretty much I like the history of video games. I always liked like how it progresses. That's pretty much why I collect for pretty much everything. I mean, not everything, but for the most part, I collect for a lot of different systems. Now, I kind of find it fascinating. I do own an original Magnavox Odyssey, and it's kind of cool, like seeing how, like, back in the early, like, late 70s, of how people, spent their time for enjoyment. Like whenever like they got together and playing like Pong and everything, like how they could sit in front of the TV for hours and just like have the two paddles and the ball going back and forth, and like that was like the most entertaining thing back then. And then they had Fairchild Channel Off, which is the first console that has interchangeable cartridges, which was a huge step in technology back then. And it's kind of interesting, like, knowing, like, when you talk about, like, the old consoles, most people only can think of as Atari 2600, but they don't really talk that much about the Fairchild Channel F, which is, if that never came out, then who knows if we would have interchangeable cartridges right now. You know, it's kind of interesting that way. And I definitely like seeing like how the graphics progress. It's kind of neat. Like even like some of like the 8-bit, with the Master System, like the graphics were pretty close to like Sega Genesis, and it's kind of funny how that was like a failure here in the States, but it was a success over in like Europe and other countries, I think even in Japan. But yeah, so that's why I mostly collect for everything I do. I know I do play all my consoles. I mean, sometimes I go on like little spurts. Sometimes I'll enjoy one console and then I'll get bored and play another one, but I try to keep playing all my different consoles, even though, I mean, time-wise, it's hard to do, especially when I enjoy, like, trying to play and beat the current systems. Excuse me. So, yeah, so that's pretty much my justification. I just like the history. I like how watching the progression. I even like the failure systems. It's how they just didn't make it. They just flopped. It's kind of interesting seeing like why, and most cases was price. I know like the 3DO, like that was a very good system. It still is a great system, but price point, like back then, it was a shit ton of money to own that console. And unfortunately, like not that many people could afford it. That's why it didn't really do so good. But you look at the graphics of it, and some of them, those games are a lot better than the PlayStation in terms of like graphics and like sound. But it just, unfortunately, was like a huge flop. Even like the Atari Jaguar, I know some homebrews are really good that I played, and it just sucks like just end up being a flop. And yeah, and I also like collecting the different handhelds as well. I like you know, like the Game Gear and Game Boy. So yeah, so I mean, I was gonna make a longer video of me going through each and individual console I collect for, but it ended up just getting like super boring, and I was like, no one's gonna enjoy that video. So I figured I'd just do it more generic, like in terms of why I collect the way I collect. And the main reason that I got into gaming is because I'm an only child and I didn't have any brothers or sisters to play with, so gaming was the thing that kept me company and entertained for the most part. It sucked every time I would get like a board game for Christmas. I'd be like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? Like, I have no one to play with. And my parents really want to play board games with me because they were busy with work and whatever. So yeah, so that's the main reason I collect for a whole wide range of consoles. And you know, I enjoy playing this stuff, like, and seeing like the different variations of graphics, like even with like different consoles in like the same generation. It's kind of interesting, like seeing what they have to offer, like from the other. Like even with like say like Genesis and Super Nintendo and PlayStation and Microsoft. It's kind of neat, like seeing the different variations that they have to offer. So yeah, so that is my video response. I put a link in the description of the video if you want to check it out, or you guys want to do a video response as well. Yeah, drop a link in the comments and I'll check it out. Anyway, guys, this is Mark the Game Shark signing out. Have a good day.